to my channel. My name is Jaime and this is Let's Talk About It. And today I am here with my Sisterhood of the Traveling Blythe Doll vlog. I had Jett for about a month and I did lots of stuff with her. We cooked, we visited all my little dioramas in my shelves where my Blythes live, and we even gave her her own shelf, and I filmed everything and I put it in this video. And if you don't know who Jett is a doll that I share with 12 other women here on the social medias out there, and we just have so much fun and we have a lot of fun looking at what people do with her. So this is my turn with her and this is my adventure. Okay, first things first is Jett needs a neck joint because when we got her, she didn't have any and she didn't have a lot of stuff. And as we go along, everybody does something different and it's time to give her a neck joint so she can pose perfectly. So I got this one off of Etsy, and I know now that there are better ones out there, but this is what I had gotten. So my boyfriend's helping me. First you have to sand it down a little bit because it comes a little rigid, and then you take your little screwdriver and then you like open her head. I have him do this because I'm always afraid I'm going to bust my doll, and this isn't even just my doll, so I don't want to bust any doll. So he does it. He's pretty good at it. Then you take the body and you cut off that little piece right before that line and you make the hole, and then you put in the neck joint. It's really simple once you do the hole, because the hole is probably, to me, the most nerve-wracking part of doing the neck joint. After you securely screw the neck joint in, you're going to slide the neck joint into the front of the Blythe doll head plate, and then you just close it up and screw it back together, and then you should be able to move her neck back and forth, or any doll that you do back and forth. Sometimes it takes a little bit of like moving back and forth to get it going, but it ends up, you know, coming out real good like that, how I'm doing right there. So next I'm going to put her in a dress. This is my Valentine's Day favorite dress I got this years ago. It's one of my most favorites. It's so delicate and elegant, and I want her to wear it because we're getting close to that time when I was making this vlog. So yeah, and she's gonna be ready to pose for the first time with her neck joint, and I'm gonna put her with my Sweeney doll. So here we are at Phyllis's condo and we're visiting. This is her first kind of real visit. She has her bow in her hair and she's trying boba tea for the first time and she's loving it. She can't believe how good it is. She's loving Phyllis because this is the first time she's met Phyllis. Phyllis wasn't here the last time she was here, so this is a new friend for her. Wow, guys, the Rainbow High Townhouse wanted her to come and visit. Now here you see, I don't even know what her name is right now. I'm very bad with all my Rainbow High names, but she's doing dishes and Jett is actually doing nothing. Okay, so here we are at my diorama section, and we have Blue and Jett. They're exchanging gifts. They're visiting at Blue's house. She has a diorama that has a roof on it, and it's got some kind of like wear and tear to it, which I like. That's how the artist made it. It's a really cute diorama. But here they are. They're both exchanging gifts that they brought for each other like friends do when they meet up. So now that Jett has been here twice, I am going to make her her own shelf. So I took this old bookshelf that we had downstairs and we weren't really using, and I said, oh, I'm going to make a Blythe house out of it. I made sure that she could stand in it first, and then I went to Michael's and I got all kinds of paper that looks like a floor or wallpaper that would suit her personality. So I got this for the floor, which was a good like tile, I guess. I don't know what that's like, the material of that is, but I liked it. It's not wood. And then I got a map for the sides of the wall because she travels, so she's like big into traveling. And then I had the planes for the back, the other side of the wallpaper. So altogether, you're gonna need 6 for this this big of a shelf. So yeah, all I did was I got some tape, which now I'm actually going over some of it because I didn't get double-sided, which is better. But I only had like regular tape, so I used the blue one and I taped it to the back. This is me making sure that it's going to line up properly and look good. Next, I'm taking my map paper and I'm making the fold line where I have to cut so it's exact. And I'm taking that other side off so you can't see it. It's like the barcode for the paper, and I'm placing it with this blue tape, which I should have used the double-sided because it kind of pops out a little bit. So I'm actually going over all that right now, but that's how it looks when it's done. It's starting to look so cute already. So here I am measuring it. You just fold it and then you just cut it on the fold and then tape it like so, and it's starting to come together real good by now. And here we are with it fully done with the wallpaper. And I'm already loving it. Now time for the floor. And I'm going to do the same measurement thing when you fold it and cut it and tape it down. And you will have a nice floor. Look at how cute this looks for Jett. And didn't really cost too much money. I think each one of these costs like $1, the paper. And now I'm going to put some things that are like, that mean traveling in there, which I have a little Vespa. I have a suitcase, some chairs so she can sit and have some company. And then I'm going to put decor. I have a little compass decor there. Okay, so for Jett's visit to the tea room, I decided to go with a handkerchief dress, and I love this dress. It's made out of a handkerchief, guys, and I love handkerchiefs. I think they're so pretty. I always carry one with me, and I am very happy to have this dress. So I thought it was a perfect dress for the tea room. The tea room was very fun for me to decorate. It is right underneath her apartment in the bottom shelf, and I chose romantic type of paper, very pretty with flowers and delicate with lace, and some tea obviously, and some cookies and pastries and things to put in your tea, and hot cocoa and coffee. And then we have some plants, and we have her table over here with her macaron. It's not a macaroon, it's a macaron, because we do make it because she loves it. And yeah, so this is her little tea room that she visits, and the other dolls will come here too. So cute, right? Tonight is game night, and Jett went over Goldie's house to play Monopoly. Now, Goldie is very competitive, and she's an amazing hostess. She ordered KFC and got Jett's favorite chips, and they had some soda, and they had a good time. Even though Jett did not win, she enjoyed watching Goldie all happy with her victory. So a big part of this fun collab is the journal. The journal is made by Denise and I love it. So I got out some things and I just wrote down a few things that I did. Some days I forgot to write in it, but for the most part I did. I did add some pictures and stickers and yeah, just I had some fun. I never journaled before and I am so happy that I set some time aside and did it because it is so fun to just decorate the pages. So the dress that I decided to put Jett in for the music room was, of course, going to be this dress. This dress was the first dress that I ever bought when I first started collecting Blythe. I was so proud of myself with this dress. So this little music room I made out of a bookshelf. This is just one little tier of the shelf, or whatever you call it. But yeah, I just took like paper and stuck it to the wall like I did the others, added some things that were music related, and yeah, they just hung out for the night and jammed out. I have the perfect outfit for Jett to wear while she's making these macarons, or however you say it. And this was made by Primrose in the Madge Doll Boutique. I really love her shop. She's awesome. So yes, here we are at the bakery and we are going in and making the most delicious macarons you have ever seen. Okay, so I was a little nervous when I started making these, but they actually came out pretty good. First, take 3 egg whites and let them get to room temperature while you're getting everything together. Then you're going to need 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and 1 cup of almond flour, and it needs to be fine. But even though that says super fine, you're going to need to sift it out with this 3 times in order for us to get it right. So first you take your almond flour and your powdered sugar, you get it together, and then you're going to sift. You're going to do this 3 times. And the reason why is because you want your cookie to be soft and you don't want anything to make bumps in it. And this is what helps that process. And I'm showing you the second time, I think. I do it here and I do it one more time. And you'll see every single time there's stuff in there. And you're like, how did this get in here? But yeah, you keep on finding more of the grains in there. And I guess those grains can really screw up your cookie. Okay, now set aside your dry ingredients. And now we're going to take our egg whites and our sugar and our salt and our vanilla. And we're going to beat our egg whites and get them as much air in them as possible. That's very important. And yeah, beat on high. Make sure you add your salt because that's the stabilizer. That's going to keep it stiff. I had to change bowls over here because it was too small for me to work out of. So note to self, always work with a bigger bowl so you don't overcrowd yourself. Once the yellow starts to go away with the eggs and it's starting to slightly turn a little white, you're going to add in your sugar in 3 different pots because you don't want to take the air out of your eggs. So you put it in very slowly, and then you're going to whip it until you get stiff peaks or it looks like shaving cream. Next, you're going to add in a teaspoon of whatever flavoring you want. At first, I was going to do vanilla, but then I switched to almond, and that was a very good choice because it was delicious. And then you mix that in. And here is where you're going to add in your color. I went with pink. time to mix the wet and the dry batter. Do it in thirds because you do not want to flatten your egg whites that you just got all fluffy. So yeah, and I read some recipes that said turn 50 times so you know that you did it right, but others say that you should just know the feeling of it. So I don't know, it was my first time, so I did the 50 turn method and they seem to come out perfect, because they say you don't want to over mix them too. So, you know, these little suckers are finicky. It's like you could screw them up. So, yeah. So how you're supposed to know that you're done mixing is you're supposed to make like a figure 8 with it. And I guess I did. So I'm going to start the piping process, which was okay. It wasn't as hard as everybody made it out to be. So fill your piping bag. And I went with the middle round tool that it comes with. Not the small one, but not the super big one. And yeah, so you take it, here it is all filled, and on your cookie sheet, so your parchment paper won't slide, you're gonna dab a little of the dough, and then put your parchment paper on top so it won't slide. That's what I read in the recipe, so I am doing exactly what they say because I don't want to screw these up. And then you kind of just make like an inch and a half, I think. So once you're done putting these on the cookie sheet, you're going to take your cookie sheet and you're going to kind of like slam it down on the table to take the air out. I guess that's another important thing to do. And then you're going to let it sit for a half an hour. And I will take pictures of Jett while we're waiting for the waiting process. The reason why you have to let it wait is for the top of the cookie to have to not be like sticky, like you can almost run your finger across it and it won't take any of the batter off, and that's what is able for you to get the feet of your macaron. I hope I'm saying that right. Now it's time to put them in a 300-degree oven for 16 minutes, and you take them out and allow them to cool. Oh my God, look at the feet. Now that the feet is the thing on the bottom, that little like thing that you know it's like a macaron cookie. I did it properly. I could not believe it came out. They came out perfect. Like, I couldn't do it again though. I bet you any money I'll screw it up the second time because I heard these were really hard to make, but they came out wonderful. So now I'm just gonna allow them to cool so I can put the filling in and it won't melt. And the filling is going to be lemon curd because that's my favorite flavor, so I'm excited. And this is a little close-up of them. They're just so beautiful. So here we are with the lemon curd. I love lemon curd. It's one of my most favorite things. I get it from the grocery store, and I just put a little dollop on there and kind of like put the top on, and there you go. How beautiful is that cookie? I love it. I love it, and they're so yummy. But the thing is, guys, you can't just eat them just yet. You got to put them in the refrigerator for a whole night, like overnight or a whole day or whatever, because that's when it sets. You have to allow it to set. And when they do set, though, they are worth it. And look at these babies. They're beautiful. Picture perfect. And I wanted them to look just like hers that she had. That's why we made them, because she loves them. These cookies are delicious. The almond flavor is definitely my favorite flavor with these. And here's my mini little Jett cookie. I tried to get the color the exact, but I did my best. So for the art studio, I went with a pair of overalls and a cool collared top that has a cool pattern on it, and I thought it would be cute for the studio. And then I took a pair of her hands, and I think I just took one, yeah, and I painted it so it could look like she was doing some finger paints. And just gonna let that dry and we'll be all set for the picture. So the art studio is on one of these shelves, and yes, I do know I put the bricks in going the wrong way. I did fix it, but just not for this little video. I said, screw it, let me just take the picture instead. Okay, so one thing that we know from Jett's visit in Massachusetts is that she tried boba tea and loves it. So she decided that she wants to make it at home for herself. So that's what we did here right now. So I went on Amazon and grabbed this boba tea stuff, the tapioca pearls, and that's the brown sugar one. And I got brown sugar. And I got some half and half in cream because that's what I like in my, you know, hot drinks or coffee or tea, whatever I'm making. And I went and got myself a boba straw so I can suck up the bobas. And yeah, so first you get a pot of water and you get a 1/4 cup of boba. That's for like 1 serving, so that's what I just did. And you let it boil for like 5 to 8 minutes. And the reason why I say 5 to 8 minutes is because some people like it a little bit like al dente and some people like it softer. So it just depends on what you like it. I did it in the middle just to see what it was like. And it should just look like that when it's done. You strain it all out and you're going to put it in a bowl with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And it's going to make almost like a caramel sauce for your cup. So this next step, you can do whatever you want. I'm whipping myself up a little sweet cream for mine because this is going to be more like a dessert drink for me rather than like just a tea or a coffee. So I put a little bit of sugar in there and I'm just like giving it a little whip. I'm not making it too stiff because I want it to be like cream. I just want it to be sweet. All right, so you have your boba and you're going to take it and you're going to put it in the bottom of your cup. And then you're going to twist the cup around so all that caramel sauce gets all around the cup. That's how the directions said to do it. And put the cover on and like just give it a little twist like this. And you can see all your caramel sauce in there. Yummy. Now you're going to put your straight up cream in there. I know you're like, where's the tea? But it isn't. This is brown sugar milk tea is what I'm making. So next you just add your half and half or your sweet cream or both. And that's what I did. And then you add your ice, which I was probably supposed to put in first, but I ended up putting it in last. But it doesn't matter because it tasted good anyway. So setting up for Jett's laundry shoot, and I decided to put her in a pair of like underwear and a handkerchief. So she looks like she has like no clothes. So here I am under my desk, and I just simply put all my like laundry themed stuff in here and set her up for a shoot. And I think it came out pretty cute, and I think I'm gonna just like keep it here. I'm just loving it big time. Setting up for her last shoot, and it's her bedtime shoot, and I put her in a pair of pajamas and this cool little face mask that's like a bunny. So today's the day, guys. I'm meeting Betsy, and I'm going to drop Jett off to her. We met in a nice little tavern in Rhode Island. We brought some dolls. We had some bevies. She is so adorable. She showed me all of her cool goodies, and we talked all things dolls and just life. And she gave me a hostess gift for hosting Jett. And I will show you that when I get home because she gave me some goodies. She showed me her really cool doll, this lovely little lady right here. She's so adorable. We chatted everything about dolls, and we just had so much fun like together. We had some good food. I had some fish and chips. She had some chicken. We took pictures, and then we talked about our next meetup in a couple of weeks for the Boston Blythe meetup. So Jett is off in Connecticut, and I'm back home, and I'm going to open up the bag of goodies that Betsy gave me. She gave me her hostess gift, which she gave to everybody, and this one is mine, and I'm so excited because I have been seeing everybody open these, and I wanted one. I love mine. She has blonde hair. I love blondes, and she's sitting on a speaker, and I don't know if she's eating something. And then she gave me a bunch of Susie Sad Eyes. I love these dolls. Some of them are customized, some of them have wigs, and then some of them have different clothes on. They're just adorable. I'm so excited to add them to my collection. I'm going to cherish these babies. There's so many different ones. A couple of them have different companies on them, which I thought was cool. This one is a blonde one. How adorable. And then the clothes. She gave me a couple of bags of clothes, which was so nice of her. I couldn't even like get over the generosity. I'm like over the moon with these clothes and some hats. Like, I am totally pumped about this. So yeah, thank you so much, Betsy, for gifting me these dollies. I'm going to take very good care of them, and I love my hostess gift. I just know Jett's going to have the best time with you in Connecticut. So guys, that was my turn with Jett in Massachusetts. Until next time. And if you want to check out my other 2 videos that I did with Jett, I will leave them down in the description and you can check them out. And if you like this video, please press like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.